Well, it certainly was a beautiful weekend here across the region. Unfortunately for us, as we begin today, we are looking at some pretty active weather here across the area. Satellite radar showing nothing happening right now, but the wider view shows what we're going to be dealing with. We have what are the remains of Tropical Storm Chantal moving up the eastern seaboard. We also have a frontal boundary to the north of us. I point these out because those two factors are going to dictate just how much activity we see during the afternoon. I'll let you know what I mean by that coming up in just a second here. First thing off, though, we have a heat advisory in place starting at 11 o'clock this morning for parts of our region, Tompkins, Tioga, and Broome County. Underneath at 11 o'clock this morning until 8 o'clock this evening. Looking at heat indices getting up to near 100 degrees in these three regions. Regardless, though, it's going to be hot wherever you go, so make sure you drink plenty of water as you head out the door. But the first alert weather day, not issued for that. Issued for the risk of some very heavy rainfall as we are looking at a system pushing on through the region. And we are looking at the risk here of seeing some of these storms being slow moving. What does that mean for us? Well, some of these will be over in a particular area for a long stretch of time. And some of these storms may also be very moisture dense because it's getting some moisture from that former tropical storm. That could lead to localized 2-inch an hour rainfall rates. So quite significant in terms of how much rain we could possibly see. And that will also lead to localized flash flooding as well. So let's take a look at what we can expect. The excessive rainfall outlook showing a slight risk, 10 to 20% for the majority of our region. Basically, all of Broome County to areas west underneath that. As we head further east, the risk decreases slightly here. So that's the good news. But we're keeping a close eye on this because, well, we're getting a lot of rain. So what is the atmospheric setup here? Well, we have this area of low pressure, like I mentioned, to the north of us. Then we have a cold front trying to push on through. Then you'll notice to the south, Tropical Storm Chantal, or what was Tropical Storm Chantal, will make its way up. Now, a lot of that moisture will stay to the south of us, but we are still going to be infused with some of that tropical-based moisture. And given how humid we already are, the atmosphere is already ripe with water vapor, and that's going to set the stage for a lot of these storms to pack a punch when it comes to rainfall rates. But then you'll notice as we head into Tuesday morning, all that rain has pushed out of the region. So let's take a look at future track. Again, I'm not expecting this to be an all-day event, most of the day looking dry, but as we head towards around the 5, 6, 7 o'clock hour, that's when we are starting to notice these showers and storms pushing up. And again, some of these storms will be slow moving, which means if you're in a particular spot here with some of these thunderstorms, we are looking at the risk here of looking at some very heavy rainfall rates and rainfall totals as we head on into our Tuesday. Keep a very close eye on the weather. Make sure you download the Storm Track 12 weather app to get updates in regards to that. Flash flood guidance for an hour. You'll notice overall nothing over the top here, but again, if we get one of those slower moving thunderstorms that stays over an area for an hour and it drops 2 inches, we're all at risk of seeing that flash flooding. And even as we head towards the 6 hour, you'll notice again, not super low, but again, if these storms continue to train over a particular area, that sets the stage for the risk of some flash flooding. Looking ahead for the 7-day forecast, very unsettled conditions to say the least this week. 82 on Wednesday is the only dry day during the work week. Saturday also looking dry. But stay weather aware today. We'll keep you up to date throughout the next couple of hours.
All right.